What's up, gang? What's up, gang? 5. That's all I'm gonna give y'all today is 5 reasons why it's better to get an older truck than a new truck. But let's clarify some things up when I say an older truck. Older truck, I'm saying a '05 or older. All right, '05 or older. I'm not talking about no 99 Peterbilt or Kenworth that you see that's 150 grand you might see on Facebook Market or on the truck paper. We're not talking about that. That's a whole different story. That's a whole different category, all right? What I'm talking about is those Freightliner Columbias, Centuries, Classics. Let's just say the Kenworth T2000, which is an ugly ass truck. They should have never made it, but my opinion don't count, whatever. T600, Internationals, 9200s to 9900s, trucks like that. That's what I'm talking about, all right? So let's get into it. Number one is the initial startup costs are going to be a whole lot cheaper, right? So let's just think about it. Let's just say you got a driver, you're tired of driving for somebody, you want to go do his own thing. So you got to pay for insurance down payment, you got to pay for authority, you got to pay for your road taxes, you got to pay for your registration, and then on top of that, you got to get a truck, all right? So to me, it would make more sense to go get a used truck, right? Versus that $150,000 off the lot. Now, on top of that, you want to go get a new truck, you got to make sure your credit is good enough to even get that truck that's on the lot, right? And the thing about it is there's a lot of banks out there that don't even like to finance semi trucks because it's too much of a risk, okay? So guess what? That '05 or older sitting over there for 25 grand might be easier to get a loan for 25 grand, 30 grand versus that 150. See what I'm saying? Let's just say you're an owner already and you got your own trucking company. You want to add to your trucking company. You want to add to your fleet. Might have the money saved up already. You can go buy that $30,000 truck versus that $150,000 truck on the lot. Number 2 is very important, man, because number 2 could end your business. You know what I'm saying? It could make you go bankrupt. And that's maintenance and repairs. And if y'all out here, y'all owner ops and y'all doing y'all thing, y'all know these repairs ain't cheap, okay? But let's start off with maintenance. Let's say PMs, right? A PM for a new truck is a whole lot more money than it is for an old truck, okay? And let's just say 2 to 3 times the amount that it will cost for an older truck to get a PM is what it's gonna cost for that new truck to get a PM. And now we're thinking about it. We're getting PMs once a month, right? If you running hard, you're getting a PM once a month. Come on, man. We all about saving money. It's all about money at the end of the day when you're running a business, all right? New truck, repairs, sensors. There's so many sensors on these new trucks out here. These sensors ain't cheap. They're not cheap. I bought an oil pressure sensor for my truck, and my truck is a 2000 model, right? This was last week. I paid $380 for an oil pressure sensor. Just think about that, right? But now we're gonna go to number 3. Number 3 is pre-emissions. All right, these older model trucks are pre-emission trucks. That means there's no particulate filter on these trucks, right? Which guess what? Let's say you do got a new truck. Yeah, it's under warranty. You gotta go get your filter cleaned. That's downtime. Downtime costs you money, right? Old school trucks, we ain't got that. We ain't got no particulate filter on our truck. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's talk about E-log versus paper log. Older model trucks, 2000 and older, you still on paper log. The way I run, I have to run on paper log. You see what I'm saying? So take that into consideration also. If you want to go buy a truck, think about how you run. Can I do this on an E-log or do I need paper? You got to think about it. Number 4, lower insurance. Yes, lower insurance. A lot of people say, oh, well, no, because there's a lot of insurance companies that won't insure an older model truck. Listen, I've always bought older model trucks and I've never had a problem with getting them insured. Do your research before you buy a truck, okay? And people say, well, how are you paying less insurance on an older model truck? The value, okay? The value of the truck is cheaper than you going to the dealership buying a $150,000 Cascadia. So of course the insurance is going to be higher on that Cascadia versus this Freightliner Columbia. Think about it. Number 5, which is a very important one, and the last one, is depreciation. What I say, when we in business to save money and make money, right? Depreciation. The minute you take that truck off the lot, right? The minute you take that truck off the lot, it's dropping at least 30%. So if business don't work out for you and you want to get rid of the truck or you want to sell your truck, just know the values drop. You're not going to get nowhere near where you paid for it. But guess what? Old Faithful over there in the corner, that $30,000 Century or Classic, you buy that truck for that price, yo, you might get lucky, and a couple years later, you might be able to sell it for the same price. You might get lucky, but I ain't gonna hold y'all too long today. I gave y'all my top five reasons why the older trucks is better than new trucks. Y'all know what to do. Keep it between them lines, and y'all be safe out there till next time. Peace.